Welcome to All Block Module 4, Lesson 2. This video goes along with day 15 in your calendar. Today, we are working with complex text and creating a diagram. Before watching this video, make sure that you've read the text, Water on Earth, from the All Block Day 14 Independent Activity. Our learning target for today is I can use details from the text to illustrate different places where water is on Earth. Take a minute to think about your comfort level with this learning target. Maybe you might be a thumbs up if you feel confident with this learning target. If you think you might need help, give a thumbs down. Hopefully, everyone will be a thumbs up at the end of the lesson. For this lesson, you need several materials. First, you need the Water on Earth article. Second, you will need a water cycle diagram. This can be printed using the link in your learning calendar. You will also need to get colored pencils, crayons, or markers. We are going to review the text, Water on Earth. Have your copy in front of you. Which paragraph helped you understand the term condensation? Why? Which paragraph helped you understand the term humidity? Why? How does the diagram and the text help you to understand the meaning of groundwater and surface water? Here is the first section of our text. First, we're going to look at which term helped us understand condensation. Do you remember what paragraph condensation was in? Reference your text. That's right. Condensation was in paragraph 5. The first sentence of paragraph 5 gives us the definition of condensation. Condensation is when gas changes to a liquid. For our next question, we need the second page of our text. Which paragraph can help you understand the word humidity? Once you find the word, use your text to count the paragraphs. That's right. We learned about humidity in paragraph 13. Now, reread the paragraph and think about how it helps you to understand the meaning of the word. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. Because water vapor is not evenly spread across the atmosphere, some places have higher humidity than others. This is why there are different climates on Earth. Islands or coastal regions like Florida or Hawaii are usually very humid. Water vapor makes up a large part of the atmosphere in those areas. Inland regions with deserts like Arizona are usually not humid at all. That is because there is very little water vapor in the atmosphere. How did that paragraph help us understand the term humidity? Again, the first sentence tells us the definition. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. But that's still tricky to understand. The text also says that Florida and Hawaii are humid places. I think North Carolina can be humid in the summer when the air feels hot and sticky. That must be because there is a large amount of water vapor in the air. For our next question, we need to study the diagram. How does the diagram and the text help you to understand the meaning of groundwater and surface water? Look carefully at the diagram for those words. Groundwater can be found here on the diagram. Now, skim the text to learn more about groundwater. I found two sentences about groundwater in paragraph 10. Ice turns into a liquid when it melts. The oceans, lakes, and rivers all hold liquid water, and it is also found underground. This is called groundwater. Based on the diagram and the text, what do you think groundwater is? That's right. Groundwater is the liquid water on Earth that is found underground beneath the Earth's surface. Now, let's try to understand the meaning of surface water. I don't see surface water on the diagram, but I do see a familiar phrase. Do you see it? That's right, surface runoff. The text doesn't give us any additional clues, so we'll have to make some inferences based on what we already know. The diagram shows that surface runoff is water on the Earth's surface that runs down into lakes, streams, and rivers. Surface runoff may collect into surface water, water above the Earth's surface that is stored in lakes, streams, and rivers. It is the opposite of groundwater. I think we figured it out. Now that we've reviewed the text, it's time to create our own diagram. You will need the all block handout for this part of the lesson and your colored pencils, crayons, or markers. Got them? Great. Our first direction is to add water by using the color blue. Let's take a minute to add water to the diagram anywhere water can be found on Earth. It might be a good idea to pause the video here until you have finished coloring your diagram. Welcome back. Now that you have colored your diagram, it should look similar to mine. I used blue to show all the places on Earth where water is found. I also added some green for the land and yellow for the sun. Now it's time to add labels. Use the words in the word bank to label your drawing. Reference the text if you need help understanding some of the words. Pause your video while you work. Here is how I labeled my drawing. I labeled the oceans. I also labeled groundwater, where liquid water is stored underground. I labeled ice caps and glaciers, where the Earth stores water in a solid state that is frozen. I labeled the freshwater lakes and rivers that contain surface water. And I also labeled water in the atmosphere. That was tricky because water in the atmosphere is invisible. It's in the form of water vapor. a gas in the atmosphere. Great job on your diagrams, everyone. Now it's time for the challenge. Write 1 or 2 sentences below your diagram explaining where water is found on Earth. Use this sentence frame if needed. Great job. The sentence I wrote was, most of the water on Earth is found in the oceans. However, water is also found in a solid state as glaciers. Thank you for doing Lesson 2 of All Block Module 4. We hope to see you tomorrow for Day 16.